Hey guys. Alrighty.
What's up, everyone?
Hey
How are we all doing?
Pixel, what's up?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. Um I have read part 1 of this three-part story because we were busy getting ready. And so we're going to be going through quite a bit of this today. Cold. So you're going to get our live reactions to this. So I'm sure that will be amusing to see as we go through. So how do we want to start off here? Do we want to wait for people to filter in a little bit and then talk about some of our announcements and stuff? Um,
Uh, um, yeah, I think we can just do general welcomes, right? Welcome people into the stream. Talk about how our week maybe is gone. Just icebreaker stuff, right? So between last week and this week, um, hoping everyone is all right. Kruniak, we know unfortunately you're feeling a little bit under the weather.
I'm not feeling great,
Um,
so I've come down with COVID. Fairly mild case, but it's really shit, guys. It's really shit. If you haven't gotten it yet, I do not recommend. 2 out of 10. Um,
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. It's different, man. Like it's not that it's a really intense sore throat for me, but like it's singularly sharp and unpleasant. Awful.
Goodness.
There's lots of tea going on.
That is what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So stories. Giving us some interesting stuff to talk about. But first, hopefully, you want to tell us about your busy weekend.
Oh yeah, Hopeful's been quite busy, toiling away for, of course, our beloved community. The sort of team that's kind of grown together for this effort that we have, kind of growing on the back end for all of you, for anyone who's got the PQ bug, who's just sitting there waiting for the game release, loves the storyline discussions, loves our events, um, and all PQ events in general, right? So we've as you know, we have a Twitch stage. We have a sort of name for ourselves, and it's gonna become what everyone kind of thinks it is at this point. If everyone's been wondering on the back end what's been going on, what these guys are planning, um, very soon you'll get a direct invitation to what I've been working on for the past 4 or 5 days here, and hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like it. It's gonna be our little thing that we can use to make sure that PQ is everything we want it to be. We have all the fun that we expect to have. Um, so yeah, that's just a little bit for me without giving too much away, right? I want a crowd to build up in here so we can really get some roaring cheers going. But
Right.
Alis, what about you, brother? What you been up to?
Not much. Trying to get a computer up.
Oh
Might
yeah.
have one today. Yeah. But
Which
other than
is
that,
Well, glad you've
just
been working on your main sprint item. Like that's your main work
yeah.
item is getting hardware. That's
yeah.
the only thing you have to worry about.
So a couple
Yeah.
of interesting things, just to let you guys know early, since not everybody's here yet. I'm seeing a lot of new names, which I'm really glad to see some new folks coming in and checking out this whole program. We've been running this for a long time, but it's only since last week that we've been able to get cater to the other half of the planet, and their times. We've struggled to do that for the longest time. So we've finally bit the bullet and made another time slot. So we have a morning edition and an evening edition, and this can catch most of you. Risk and fun. The people on the screen that you're seeing in order from left to right and then top to bottom is myself, Kruniak, the voice of the union. It feels weird to refer to myself as Kruniak. And then we've got Alis to my over just over there, and then just down there is Hopeful. you're probably familiar with all of us over the course of PQ's history. Um, but yeah, that's who we are. Um, so some small changes to trivia, and then also I wanted to talk to you guys about the exclusive interview we've got coming up this Friday. So yeah, right now we're running our morning edition of the storyline discussion, and this evening we'll be running the evening edition. Hopefully with Alis having a computer by then. But by Friday, or on Friday, we're going to be here again with Sheercold, the writer for season one, who's responsible for everything that we've been obsessing over for the last year or so. Well, a lot of what we've been obsessing over for the last year or so, anyway. We've been obsessing over John as well, but and all of his artists making really incredible stuff. But we're going to get the chance to talk to Sheercold and ask him all of the questions that we want answers to. Really, we've had story corners back in the day, but this will give us a chance to dig a little deeper on some of that stuff. Maybe get some answers about alternative story votes, things like that. You never know. Depends what he's allowed to say. But we're hoping to have some interesting chats. And another thing to bear in mind is that we'll have some questions prepared, but we'll also be taking questions from the audience. So if there's anything you want to ask, be sure to be there and to let us know, and we will try to get those questions to him. All right. And then, yeah, and so the changes to trivia, which, how many people we got in here? We got 20 people in here? All right, I could mention this. So trivia is going to change a little bit. So in the past, we've had a handful of questions, and we've had winners for each question, and that was about it. And the prizes were, small per question. But now what we're going to do instead is we're going to have our trivia, and whoever gets the most of them right, whoever earns sort of the most points. So if you every time you get a question correct in first place, you'll earn 3 points towards your total. And then every time you get a second or a third, you'll get 2 or 1 point. And whoever has the most points at the end of the night will get 50 points, and it will go down to a fifth place at 20 points. But the interesting thing that we're adding is we're doing a monthly leaderboard. So this is September, so it'll be short for this month. But every month, what we'll do is the winner of the leaderboard will
Pixel geek.
every yeah. So it's probably gonna be Boppy on top of the leaderboard. But every month, the top of the leaderboard will get 100 points. And then there's also a second and a third on the leaderboard for 75 and 50. So, yeah, Boppy's probably going to do pretty well with this. But, yeah, so anybody interested in crushing some story trivia and walking away with 50 points for just, knowing what's up in the story, and or 100 points at the end of the month, which feels pretty good. So, yeah, I would say brush up on your storyline trivia. Get your Control F keys ready, all that.
Nice. We may have Justin Sloan joining us again, which would be really
Oh, that
cool.
would be excellent.
I just sent him another event link. I just want to point out to everyone, we did get an update from John early this morning at 8:11 my time, just before our event started, a Jared update. So just keep that in mind as we go through into the story. We do have some more updates just before we get into that, but Jared is looking locked and loaded. So there is that.
Yep, he's all suited up.
Yeah, he's kidded. He's kidded to the teeth. It looks like he just needs like a rifle or something, and he's ready to go, man. And like a knife, yeah, on like his belt or something. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Did you already go over the point value for the leaderboard, the monthly leaderboard that we're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, I did just mention that. So 100 points for first place on the leaderboard at the end of the month. Also, Canis Vertex Loyal just registered on Twitch just to watch the discussion. So I gotta say, welcome, and thanks for going to all the extra trouble.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
It's
That's
great to
awesome.
see you guys showing up and supporting us here.
What's up, Nash Dog? So, with the leaderboard mentioned, right? We wanted to throw out there why we had this change. So there's some back end things going on. We've mentioned it a couple times. You know, we do have a tendency of doing that for you all, is mentioning little breadcrumbs that we might hear, we might pick up in our travels and in our communications with the UC. So there's been some things going on the back end, and in order to make sure things are fitting into place properly for potentially future releases of information for the community, right? Um, we had to readjust how we quantify the point values for trivia. However, to kind of keep with the spirit of the event, right? We thought adding that leaderboard would be a great way to kind of still express what everyone's been able to accomplish with the trivia, with our storyline events. So we didn't want to take too much away. And we might do certain things with the event leaderboard, like perchance if you were like the dominating figure for 1 month, maybe next month you're not first place on the leaderboard or something like that. Just so we can cycle people on the leaderboard
Just
because
so
there are a
Boppy
lot of.
doesn't completely crush it every
Yeah,
single month.
right.
Um,
Right. If that tends to be a repeating trend, we're definitely gonna make it a little bit more colloquial for everybody. So we'll see a lot of other trivia champions, because we do have many trivia champions out there, and I'd love to see a lot of names on that leaderboard. Um, Maybe we can even get like announcements posted out, like for like Meme Monday or something like that, like Trivia Wednesdays. Like, here's the latest trivia champ, something like that. That would be super cool. Um, but yeah, glad we got that. We got a little bit of a crowd kind of building here. You guys want to kind of start getting into the event, or first, as a matter of fact, first, do we want to um make our invitation? Obviously, I do want to mention to everyone we have our social media links available for you. It would be of huge benefit to us if you followed the Twitter, um, followed the YouTube, gave that a subscribe, just so you can see these recordings, or be able to send them to your friends, or have access to them whenever you want them. Um, and then we'll mention a little bit in a little bit the next piece that we'd like you to take part in. But do we want to start up with our event, guys? Start getting into Anomaly Part 4. We got a lot of reading to do.
yep, yeah, we do. And just wanted to bring attention to something that Bratok is mentioning, which is why aren't we streaming on YouTube? And because of the fact that there are translated subtitles available on YouTube, and there is a service that we want to use in the near future that allows us to cast to multiple different streaming services, but it's a bit on the pricey side, so we're gonna try to you know get some of the funding issues figured out before we start breaking the bank on stuff like that.
Twitch doesn't have subtitles
I
or
don't
closed
think I
captions.
don't know if it does, but apparently YouTube has
That's
translated ones, and I don't know that Twitch does have that.
hmm.
Is there a way that we can make sure the videos we post to YouTube currently include like closed captions or something for
I'm pretty sure
That
that's
should be automatic.
yeah,
Yeah,
it should be automatic.
uploaded.
Freeman can
Should be
definitely answer
automatic.
that question. Um, but for now, let's take a look at no, let's take a look at some of this story and see what we can do.
Yep, I've got Anomaly 4 up, ready to go.
All right, let me see.
Just to recap from last week, we went with 47%, 47.61%. Give Mala to save the guy. So I wasn't about to let this guy die. Charging in without any care for my own well-being. I was determined to get him out of there no matter the cost. Jared's just deciding to be a stand-up guy.
We
He's just a good
we're,
old Negan.
we're about to see the cost right now.
Okay, so let's see if the poo poo hits the fan proverbially. All right, here we go. Anomaly Part 4. Mutiny or not. A real crimson wolf does not kill their own. Cat scanned the burning forest in the direction of the creature's screams as she waited for me to follow orders, or back to us. With her attention diverted, I darted over to Kinusuke. Um, I darted over to Kinsuke and reassessed the situation. Holstering my pistol, I ducked down between large rock and the fallen tree that had crushed Kinsuke's leg. His eyes narrowed. "We're crimson wolves, brother," he whispered, preparing to push with me. Montez or not, Cat betrayed us all. I really wonder what he means by that, right? So at this point, I'm a little confused why he keeps mentioning, catch or betrayal, things like that. It's a little strange to me, but
Yeah, we'll
let's,
see.
let's yeah, let's see if we get into that. I put a finger up to my mouth for silence. His hand groped out and found a branch that he shoved between his teeth. With a glance to confirm the cat was still looking away, I pushed with all my strength, feet against the tree, back to the rock. His leg made a sickening crack sound when it came free. The pain ripped past his clenched teeth as the branch fell from his scream. Cat wheeled around on both of us. "The fuck?" Oh, she's pissed. I was back on my feet when she pulled her piece and whipped me across the jaw. Next, she pressed her pistol to my forehead while yellow and purple stars clouded my vision. "I don't stutter when I give a kill order," she said. Before she could think about the shot, Kensuke managed to throw himself at her legs and knock her to the ground. On instinct, I kicked the pistol from her hand. She snarled, slammed her elbow down onto Kensuke's head, and scrambled for her pistol. Knowing I couldn't let her reach it, I kicked her in the side and sent her rolling away. "Captain, we should be fighting whatever's out there," I shouted. Her hand shot up, an arc of dirt rocks landed in my eyes, temporarily blinding me. A crack sounded, pain shooting through my head as something must have hit me. I stumbled, then fell to the ground. After rubbing away the blood and grit, I saw her standing over Kinsuke with her pistol pointed at his head. I don't know what's coming, but you do." She leaned in close. "Think about your captain's mercy when they tear you to shreds." As she turned and walked past me, she added, "This shit's on you now. Should have obeyed." My god damn.
I was not expecting this sort of conflict at this time where you actually kick her on
In the
her
ribs.
side. Yeah, that was way beyond what I was hoping would happen.
Okay, so here we go. Without another glance back, she ran towards someone coming our way, rifle in hand. It hit me then that the shrieking monsters had gone silent. My head swiveled back to see the creatures emerging from the burning tree line. Bulky shoulders covered in obsidian scales that absorbed the firelight without reflection. The closest of them stood on its hindquarters, 3 meters tall at least. But for those of you who don't know, that's like 9 feet, guys. It's like a big boy. Jagged maw, wide open and salivating. Kensuke struggled against the pain. She never planned on mutiny. Her and Salazar, a bullet sung past over Kensuke's head, pinging off the creature's chest. Its massive frame lowered to the ground, revealing additional full rows of teeth. It let out a growl that reverberated through the forest floor. I spun to see a man next to Cat lining up another shot. It was Salazar. Kensuke writhed in pain at my side. "We might have a chance. Grenades and armor there." He pointed to a metal footlocker the size of a man. "It must have been hidden under the fallen tree." More shots came from Salazar, but the creature didn't seem fazed as they advanced. When he had stopped firing, I turned to see Salazar and Cat retreating. Shit. They were leaving us for food to buy them time for their escape. If I ran, maybe I could join them. But would they let me? What if Cat told Salazar to put a bullet in my head? Plus, thought of leaving Kensuke to horrific deaths sent chill up my spine. What about the grenades and body armor? Kensuke and I could make a stand, but even if we survived, Kensuke would need medical treatment. Hell, wasn't even sure weapons would hurt the damn things. My attention returned to the foot locker. It had survived the crash landing and explosion. Perhaps I could hide inside until the danger passed. Time was running out. So he was in a little bit of a bind there. It seems it's like he didn't know what was up, but we come later to find out that we make the right choice. You know, we Leroy. Thank you, everybody. You've followed in Hopeful's footsteps, and I'm so very proud.
Even I
The
voted to
results
Leroy
are
that one. I mean,
of course.
Yeah, that
It's,
was
it's like no,
that,
like
that was no way that was not gonna win. That is impossible that wasn't going to win. Of
so we have
course, we're gonna
52.
fight the vein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
52.94%. So over half of the people were just like, yeah, let's go.
we won by
I
majority, not even plurality, by
I
majority.
But yeah,
I
by
am
majority.
I am surprised though. I mean, I know that the third option was the cowardly, ridiculous option of just hiding in the locker, right?
Right, and then that doesn't feel great. I mean, we would have John's like oh, what is the name? The artist who's
Stuffy would
drawing
be in
Jared.
like this in like a locker, like he would just
Yeah, we would
show his
have,
full
you know,
rocker
Jared
suit
in the
and he
fetal
would
position
start.
for our next rendition. Like, come on. That's
No,
not that's not sexy at
we
all.
just wouldn't get the armor upgrade, right?
Right.
And it's great that we got it, but I am surprised that we got as many as we did to follow the traitor. What are you guys thinking? We picked the wrong person from the start. Kat is a betrayer. Now it's clear that she was conspiring with this Salazar. So we have to kill her. We can't just follow her and hope she doesn't kill us. But I haven't read the rest of it, so let's see what happens. Let's see what actually happens with the battle.
Yeah, so JH will be doing trivia later, but during this episode, and then later tonight, or our nighttime, we'll do stumps. We've rotated them for this week.
Jasmara, Kruniak, really quick, is there a way that users can individually change, much like in Discord, like change the volume settings?
No,
Or
but I can do that. So are any of us individually too quiet? Because I can turn them up in Discord myself, or I can raise my desktop volume, or I can raise my own personal input volume. So I can do that. If you can tell us who is too quiet, I can try and the guy on the bottom is too low. So hopeful you are too quiet right now. So I will. No, I have you maxed out. Shit. Okay, so let me try to raise the desktop audio a little bit.
I can, if anything, just move the mic slightly closer to my mouth and see if that's any better.
Okay, that
Um,
might help.
Yeah, do it like me. You know,
Just
touch
eat,
you.
eat your
Yeah,
mic.
just eating your mic.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a little bit better?
I'm gonna keep running and then we'll kind of troubleshoot as we go for Yasmara. So with the results we have, obviously more than the half, so very large majority decided to armor up and battle this beast with Kensuke. So Kensuke bit back the pain. You know what's more dangerous? Okay, that's what I got. You know what's more dangerous than a cornered wolf? I gave him a wry smile. Two wolves? He tilted his hard-set jaw up at me, eyes on fire for the fight ahead. No, boy. Two wolves armed to the fangs with a fuck ton of grenades. Hey, so Kensuke is clearly a seasoned, salty badass. I like Kensuke. He's good. He gets thumbs up, Leroy, for me. Like I'm thinking this battle is gonna go well. So fingers crossed.
I mean that
Um,
line is pretty is pretty good. I
yeah.
enjoyed that immensely. Not least because you can just imagine him sounding like a pirate when he says it.
Fire.
Why is it that
Pirate.
all of these guys sound like pirates to you,
Every
Kuta?
single one of them doesn't want to mess with no pirates. God, I can't do the voice because I'm sick, but like you get the idea.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Two wolves armed to the teeth with a fuck ton of grenades. Like, oh, he's so pissed. But anyway, let's see.
All right, we have three
So,
more to go.
Avis, did you read this first one, Anomaly Part One? You wanna take
No,
this one?
I
What
haven't
do you
read
mean no?
any of it, but I can go. Yeah, I haven't.
I thought
Oh,
you
you'll
did.
enjoy it.
I was wrong. I
I
I
was wrong.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot that there was a drop today. So today I read part four, and that's what I thought you guys were asking about. But you're asking about part five, and I haven't read it. But so it's live reaction to part five. I can read it. So just what you just read, Kensuke bit back the pain. You know it's more dangerous than a cornered wolf. I gave him a wry smile. Two wolves? He tilted his hard-set jaw up at me, eyes on fire for the fight ahead. No, boy. Two wolves armed to the fangs with a
Oh, I
fuck
could
ton of
see that. I
grenades.
could see that. He's looking down. You know what's more dangerous than a cornered wolf? Two wolves? Like, no, boy. Like,
No boy.
oh man, I can see that. Oh, that's great.
This is fire.
And this is a guy with a leg
A
that's
shattered leg. Yes.
seemingly, yeah, unusable. So
Oh,
grabbing
Kensuke,
Kensuke
the
under his
protagonist we
coat,
want.
I dragged him over to the footlocker in spite of the pain tearing through my arm from shrapnel. I knelt, using my good arm to sift through the stash. We've got standard issue flashbangs and belted frags. One grav grenade, interesting. Shoulder and chest plate armor. I paused, eyes wide at the grenade encased in its own translucent cage. Honeycombed in carbon nano alloy. Damn. Oh shit. Damn. A quantum core grenade. This would take us all out. Holy
Yo.
shit. Alright. Gensuke's face lost color. A QCG is a good last resort. His head swiveled back to the monsters. Get the armor on. You're gonna
Guys,
need it.
guys, hold on. We gotta stop real quick. There, I wonder. I'm really wondering now, right? Because we had mention of ancillary equipment, right? We knew there was gonna be guns. Like I came up with that theory. Like week one when we were looking at the goddamn passport rewards and the little guy's holding a gun. The gear pack looks like a gun.
Right.
So now we're getting, more definitions of types of grenades, and there was there was always talk of that, right? The onion like tear gas bomb. Um, I think there was like the Empire shrapnel bomb or something like that, something really vile and mean, like it had like poison and stuff on it. The QCG, everyone, quantum core grenade. I wonder if this is like epic or perhaps legendary, ancillary equipment that we might be able to find in like an epic or a legendary gear pack we craft or something like that. And just imagine being able to like throw that in the middle of a large battle of people and just be like, yeah, everyone get effed.
Yeah, it
Over.
sounds like
We're stalemating
yeah,
right now. Reset the field. Like, what?
something close to an epic piece of equipment.
So here's a
I,
question that I would have about something like a QCG, right? I feel like a QCG would be like a daily use or like a craftable non NFT piece of equipment or something like that because a grenade by nature
Expendable item.
is it's like a you know finite supply. I mean, it's like
Well, that's why
bullets,
that's
but
why it would be part of the loadout, right? It wouldn't be like necessarily an NFT. I'm not saying NFT, but it's part of your loadout, right? So if you craft a pack, right, and in its loadout that's something that it contains, you would be able to, like you suggest, use it once per match with that specific loadout.
Right.
So
So
imagine like
so
a
you'd
tanky
get a
dude running
finite
at you
number
with like
per
a
battle.
QCG, and you just can't stop him, and he's just got like two warpy dudes behind him with like some healing gear or something, and they're just like throwing heals at this guy, and you just can't stop the dude from running with the QCG at you, which is quite terrifying.
All right, let's see if we actually get to use this thing. I hope not. Doesn't sound good. Okay, a glance up showed that one of the monsters was damn close. I pulled the armor from the footlocker and found a standard issue assault rifle beneath. The armor slipped over my head easily. Moving quickly, I grabbed one grenade belt and handed the other to Kensuke. Hold. He took one grenade but eyed the rifle. That boomstick won't do much against them. Aim for the eyes or sack. Maybe you do some damage. Check. The
So,
nearest monster had started to circle us. My nerves were rattled, blood pounding so much that I swore I could hear my own heartbeat. Strange whispers sounded in the wind, seemingly telling me to run. Was I going mad? At least my adrenaline helped the pain subside. Look away, Kensuke hissed, and he flung his arm forward, releasing a flashbang. I turned away as light lit up the sky, then back to see the creature staggering amongst the clearing smoke. I took aim with the rifle, but it was charging at us. My shots pinged off of it. The creature slid in, more wide and biting into Kensuke's shoulder. Oh shit. He screamed as it pulled him away from me. I swung my gun on the beast and aimed for the head, but again, no good. Kensuke grabbed a sliver of twisted metal from the dirt and jammed it into the eye socket of the beast, and that did it. The monster dropped him and backed away, pawing at its own face. I wheeled back, but it was too late. Another one slammed into me, knocking the rifle from my hand and pinning me to the ground. My hand groped, reaching for my weapon. Come on, Jared.
Come on, Jared! Yeah, seriously, bro.
Come on. Alright, the beast wheeled back its powerful arm and swiped down on my chest. Fuck! Connecting with the body armor with such pressure that it knocked the air out of me. Okay, this armor is good then. We see that the armor is good. Claws screeched as they ripped into my defensive plating. One more swipe like that, and my armor would certainly give. My hand fought the butt of the rifle and I pulled it to me as the beast roared up on its hind legs to deliver its killing blow. Swinging the rifle over, the tip was nearly point blank when I squeezed the trigger. A splatter of alien animal nuts followed, then squeals louder than I'd ever heard as the animal fell back, squirmed, and then retreated. Ken! Ken! I scrambled up and cringed, looking down to see that the shrapnel was gone from my arm, blood flowing harder now and dripping from my fingers. Over here, Kensuke muttered, then tossed out two more grenades to our left and right. I stumbled to his side, then pulled the frags from my chest and lobbed them in the same pattern. Dirt and smoldering wood flew up around us. I popped back up to see if we'd done any damage, but no, the creatures was still incoming. Again I tried the rifle, my shots pinging off of the closed creature's head. The weapon slipped from my bloodied hand. Ooh, we fucked.
Oh god. Oh my goodness.
Alright, who wants to take part two?
I guess I'll do part two and then be done.
Do you want to preserve your voice and not read this if you're not?
I'll read it tentatively.
Alright.
If I'm dying midway through, someone can take over, but I think I should be okay.
Alright.
Okay. The closest monster dipped its head and stopped charging, while the rest all screamed and rallied to their alpha's defense. It stood on its hind legs and let out an ear-splitting shriek that sent shivers through my limbs. My hands shook over my ears, doing little to stop my brain from vibrating to a near crippling level. Kensuke shouted my way, trying to be heard over the blood-curdling screams. Take a shot! My rifle was almost useless at that point, so I took a frag grenade with my right arm, released the pin, and let it roll. Not too hard, so that it landed in the exact right spot. Directly between its damned legs. Scrambled eggs, motherfucker. Man, we really... We're super
low this
down
time,
for these nut
guys.
shots, guys. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
we're going low this time.
Oh man, what do they have against these guys? This is just cruel.
At this point, my picture of this creature, John needs to help us to see
It
the
must
fucking
have
image.
some
'Cause I
massive nads,
just
dude.
see- Yeah, I just see that.
Just
More than anything.
dragging his fucking nuts along. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to ruin this for everybody. But like, also, can we just talk
Not our
about?
fault.
Can
No.
John, can we, or Justin, or whoever's listening, please. Uh, this is my one supplication. Can we please get a character art of Jared just holding a plate of scrambled eggs, making eyes at the camera, like with like a chef toque, like
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh
have
my
to.
please. It's just scullery, Jared.
If
I
I had my
need this.
computer, I would be starting on that right now.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh,
Scrambled eggs, motherfucker. The explosion ripped through the beast so that it collapsed and shuddered, then rolled in the dirt, squealing and snarling. Others scattered from the Alpha, all pivoting to face us. I grabbed the matte black triangular shape of the grav grenade and sent it sailing over my shoulder to land in the midst of the enraged beasts. It exploded, and the blast wave enveloped them in an energy field that expanded out, pulsed once, then collapsed in on itself, stunning them and pulling them together. The result was a pile of writhing, shrieking limbs, claws falling into the ground and into their own pack members. Man, I gotta say,
fuck.
whoever wrote this
That is
must be like a Vauban player
Fucking
from
Lost Flame,
Warframe.
yeah, man, they were.
Because that
They
just
were
sounds
just-
exactly like the Bastion, which is incidentally the name of Vauban's ultimate. Coincidence. Um, let me see.
That is a great weapon. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. I want one. Um,
Oof.
Kensuke wants it too. So he's shouting, "Fuck yeah!"
More of those! Kensuke shouted. Fuck yeah! I reached. But that was the last one. Damn. The Alpha managed to push itself up to its feet again, unhinged and screaming from the other side of the mass of bodies. Its blood cascaded from between its legs as it charged us again. I emptied my magazine into his thick skull and managed to explode one of its eyes, but this time it didn't stop. I turned to Kensuke, and he held the primed QCG in his hand. Better than a bullet in the head any day.
Well, these creatures have no regard for their own lives. This is just berserk beast. It's
A-list.
clearly
A-list. Let me tell you
completely
something.
fucked up.
It's
Why
like-
is it
it's
not
like-
running?
Because it's been shot in the nuts, bro. I would be pissed off.
So
too.
an
Are you
interesting
kidding me?
thing,
I would
an
be
interesting thing about
enraged.
behavior, though, like evolutionary pressures and behavior. If this species has been rewarded for being aggressive because it's the biggest thing around, it's
Gonna
not
continue
going.
to do it.
It's not going to have a flight response because it is stronger than everything that it's ever encountered in the history of its own species, right?
But
So-
you think this is
Which might not be the case. Which might not be
Is
the case.
this
It might
the
just be like a honey
predator?
badger. No, it might just be like a
Yeah.
honey badger that
Right.
looks up at whatever the hell and it's just like, I'm gonna
Right.
heckle bite you to death.
It gets rewarded for fighting with absolutely everything evolutionarily. Like instead of
I can see that.
maybe once
Yeah.
it loses its massive nuts and can no longer reproduce, then it just fuck this.
it's like, you know what? I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, you're coming with me.
My pride and joy has been destroyed, so I'm a take you out. That's
All right.
that's how it works. Um, where was I?
Shit,
You
this
were,
was it.
yeah.
Better than a bullet in the head any day. Shit,
Yeah.
this was it. We were both going to die, but at least we'd take these fuckers with us. Maybe that one act would save the remaining crew in the process. Except a blast sounded, and I spun to see the tail end of a thick beam of blue-white light hit the Alpha in its midsection. The shot seared its arm clean off. The beast lost its balance, staggered, then struggled to back away from us. Panic took the creature's feet, sliding and panic took the creature, feet sliding and kicking at the ground as it attempted to flee. Oh wow, they can run
Now
away.
it's running.
The second shot opened a hole in its chest that dropped the beast to the forest floor. I want one
Jesus
of whatever he's
Christ.
got. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
L-
The effects of the grav grenade faded at the same moment, unleashing a wave of claws and gnashing teeth right at us. More shots
Oh,
in flew in from a
shit.
second source, both up and to our right, blowing off a limb here, sending another rolling into the beast's closest to it there. Every one of them that got hit thrashed about as they tried to reclaim their footing. Grab Kensuke and get your ass to us, now! Hung's voice boomed through my comms piece. Hung! I yelled out in excitement. Kensuke replied, Can't go living without me, can ya? I dropped my rifle, leaned over, and threw Kensuke's arm over my shoulder. Pushing myself up with him at my side, we made our retreat. The streaks of energy continued to pound down on the creatures, but the shots weren't rapid fire any longer. Every 2 steps we took, a bolt of white ripped into another creature, scattering the ones near it long enough for those firing from ahead to get the next shot off. Then it stopped, and a guttural snarl sounded from the combined remaining monsters. Eyes forward, Kensuke said, voice strained. They're regrouping.
Oh boy, it's not over
Man,
yet.
Hung to the
Jesus.
rescue. Boy, did we read that wrong. I wonder if this is a case of
I told you
Railroad
guys.
or if
I
this is a
told you
case of
guys.
misleading.
I told you
Like
guys it was all about Hung. Like,
I
how
guess.
Hung is Hung?
Also,
Very.
can we talk about the mild pervading theme of male genitalia throughout this piece? Hung,
Yeah.
all these alien nads everywhere, dude. Like what?
Yo,
I mean, it's
this
great. Don't get
this
me wrong, but
forest planet is, you know, um,
I, I'm
it's
surprised
healthy. It's good.
yeah.
It's
I'm surprised it's hung though. Didn't Cat say that he prefers to use a knife than anything else?
that's
Because he's
true.
got this laser blaster that's insanely good and apparently from quite a
I
distance.
mean, that was. I think that the knives thing was our own understanding. Was Jared's understanding, not something that Kat mentioned.
I see.
mm,
All right. Well, I'm glad he showed up.
honestly. All right. So I think I can go ahead and take part five, part three of three. So here we go. So I pushed on, but nearly jumped out of my skin when something dashed out at me from the trees to my left. Then I saw her, tall and lean, red-headed woman in her 20s by the name of Zarina. I knew her well. She had pinned she had pinned me every time we sparred, always busting my balls. Here we go again.
With these nads, man.
Yo,
These nuts.
these nuts prevail. All right, so I knew her well. She had me pinned every time we sparred, always busting my balls for staying at my desk all day. She could pin me near everyone on board. She could peer near everyone on board, but not Hung. Hung is too hung. Serena, Kensuke exclaimed. Is that really you? In the flesh, she replied, pausing to check on him. She scanned the way we'd come. Having ensured we were clear, the battle-hardened former Imperial warrior Slipped under
Ooh.
Kensuke's other arm to help as we made our way to Hung. Battle-hardened former Imperial warrior, Serena
So
Badass.
was it her that shot with this weapon? Maybe
Probably.
it
So
was
she.
her.
So I nearly jumped out of
Could
my
be.
skin. So she came dashing from the trees to the left. So they were receiving covering fire from the left and the right, as well as from the forward position. So that would suggest to me that it may not have necessarily been Hung firing off these
Yeah,
energy blasts. He may
it
still
may
do his
it
killing
makes
up close,
sense. Yeah,
but he
it
did
makes
have.
sense.
He obviously found people, right? He found people, and they
Yeah.
were obviously armed. And he
Okay,
was like, "All right,
here's a quick suggestion. Maybe Hung lied over the comms when he said that he
oh,
didn't
because he
find
didn't trust
anybody.
Cat. Ah, because he didn't trust Cat.
Maybe he found a
Oh,
shit ton of people and just said nothing. Like,
right,
That makes
right, right.
because
sense.
if he
That
knew
makes
what was
sense.
up, then it's probably a good
Okay,
idea.
so let's
Man,
keep
we
going. Let's
really
keep going.
fucking got the traitor.
I
Right off the
told you
bat,
guys
we
not to
picked the
do it.
fucking traitor. God
Yeah, you
damn
guys
it.
never listen to Hopeful. Goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all
We
of
fucked
you.
up.
I don't know, like it's gonna be Casper Vars all over again.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you say it!
Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right,
We don't need to go there, hopeful.
all
You
right,
don't want us to go there.
all right. So Kensuke's got another arm, to help him out as they make their way to Hung. So a snarl sounded from behind, closer than I expected. Scales clanked. We reached a tree where Hung was firing from.
Oh, so he's firing.
Yeah, he is firing. So we reached the tree where Hung was firing from, only visible as a silhouette at the moment. Zarina slipped out from under Kensuke's arm, yanked up her energy rifle, and let loose a pre-charged shot. It caught the closest of the beast straight in an already opened wound and blew its innards all over the ground in front of us. I helped Kensuke lean against the tree. Against the tree. Wow, against a tree. I would say a tree. I helped Kensuke lean against the tree, glad to see another shot rain down from Hung. Zarina pulled the other energy rifle from her shoulder and handed it to me. Okay, so now we get
All
an energy
right.
rifle. Okay. It was time for karma. And we unleashed it. Every second, a beam of alien scale melting death ripped into whatever beast we targeted. Scrambling and falling over themselves, they turned tail and bolted back into the forest. Zarina took one last shot as they disappeared, then laughed. That's what an apex predator unaccustomed to retreat looks like.
What you guys just said.
Yeah. Hung
All
emerged,
right.
energy rifle slung resting on his shoulder. He looked like hell, with his armor beat to shit and blood running from a cut along his cheek. What took you so long? Kensuke asked, dropping his gun and wincing in pain. Found this one on the way here, Hung replied with a nod towards Zarina. He strolled over to check on the first mate. Some of our own drama. Oh, and some of our own drama. I'll fill you in later. Placed a firm hand on Kensuke's shoulder. The leg will need to go, but first we gotta stop the bleeding. Kensuke simply nodded. Shit. You aren't looking so good yourself, Zarina said. She moved my chest plate aside, cut off part of my shirt, then used it to wrap around my wound. Pulling it tight, she gave me a nod. For now, that'll do. We need to get some distance between us and this area. Now. Maybe head back for the ship? Hung waved her off and turned to me. Where the fuck is Captain Cat? She hasn't answered me on comms. She's with Salazar, I replied. Lead the way. Kensuke's head swiveled so he could eye Hung. She ordered me killed, and he cringed. His eyes starting to look distant, like he was on the verge of passing out. And she's a traitor. I say go and guns blazing. Serena scoffed at him. Against the captain? Quantum around here must have leached into your mind. I serve with Salazar and he likes me. I can talk to him. Okay, so Serena's gonna try to talk to Salazar, who's clearly inclined to follow Cat. Hung narrowed his brow. Fuck if I know about any of that. But one thing's clear. I'm going to need Doc Bryn's help if Ken here's gonna stand a chance. Considering that none of them seemed to be able to agree, I scanned out our surroundings as I racked my mind for what made the most sense. It was true that we would need Salazar's help, but we'd be better off taking Kat out of the picture, or trying to reason with her. So Kat Ken, um, so I don't think reasoning with that lady is possible. Just to mention real quick, everyone.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna happen. Ken wouldn't survive long without medical attention. But if we went in search of Bryn first, Kat and Salazar might get back to the rest of the crew and put them against us, or go off on their own. It basically came down to a choice between going after Salazar and figure out how to get his help, or focus on ensuring Kensuke lived long enough to figure out an alternative plan of action. My mind spun, but it was time to choose. So, and here we cast our vote, everyone. Do we kill Kat, then appeal to Salazar? Try to appeal to Salazar, ignoring Kat.
If we kill Cat, we're
Find
not
out
appealing to
Bryn
Salazar, I
Kat.
think. And if we try to
Um,
appeal to Salazar, ignoring Cat, she's just going to shoot us or, prevent us from appealing to him. Uh,
well, I don't think that's the case because there's more of them than there are. There's two of them and a group of these other people. So if they kill Kat, Salazar would have no choice but to like kind of fall in, you know.
maybe? But also,
Just trying to appeal to
we,
Salazar while
I,
ignoring Kat. Kat isn't gonna be ignored.
I
She's the
would
captain.
argue,
She's crazy.
and I'm sure that this will get us into some degree of trouble, but I would argue that since we just went to the trouble of losing Cat's respect and losing the opportunity to get Salazar on our side, all to save Kensuke, we suited up and we fought all of these monsters to save Kensuke. If we just like let him bleed out, that's kind of dumb. So we should probably find the doctor
But
and then
I
reassess
agree.
after that.
I kind of
I
agree,
agree.
right? Because and the only reason
There's
I
a
say
sunk
is
cost
because
here with Kensuke. We got to make
no,
sure.
no. Besides,
He-
besides the humanitarian BS, from the union side of things, I would just poop on that real quick and add some Leroy to this. If we find Doc Bryn's stat, right, then we have leverage against Kat and Salazar.
That's true, because they might
You
need the
know?
doctor. Also, I would point out that like uh, Kensuke is, I think, thus far the best character, and I don't want him to die. That would be very sad.
Don't get attached.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Get attached.
now that I've said it, it's all over. But
Don't get attached, man. It's not worth it. But I agree. I think finding Doc sounds like the better option given the choices we've made so far. I
right,
think I think there's less to be lost at this moment. We're not looking good ourselves. And if we want to save this guy, let's just ignore the captain. We're gonna meet them later, that's for sure. But I'd rather meet them once we're better and we have the doc than if we
oh yeah,
convince
so
them now.
I just want to point out
I
in the
don't
chat
trust.
we have an actual doctor endorsing finding the doctor because having a doctor is a good thing. When
Doc saying that?
yeah, Doc is saying we should find the doc.
Yeah. See,
um,
I mean, you gotta listen to proper medical advice. Doc
yes,
knows what's up, so we gotta find Doc's stat.
right,
Bryn is
because
required
like
right now.
Jared's been stabbed in the arm, burned on the leg, bitten. Or rather, clawed in the
Crushed,
chest.
like
So he's
yeah,
probably got
like
like a broken rib. Um, you know, probably
Yeah,
worth getting patched up.
yeah.
And I mean, inevitably, I'm sure that Kat and Salazar will come back and try and shoot us all. But like, we'll deal
For
with that when
sure.
that
yeah.
happens. That's
Yeah, but they
that's
don't
their
have
fucking
energy
action.
guns.
If they choose to
They
do
don't
that,
have
that's on them.
energy guns. They seem to have like ballistic weapons. So
That's
if they start shooting at like them, some of them might have
Then we
armor,
can just
chest armor,
frap
whatever.
ray off their entire half of the planet, and they can go float off into space. You know, that's how that works. um, yeah. All right. So
Interesting development. Interesting development. All right.
for sure. So
I mean, what about that? I'm gonna be honest. I think that grav grenade is my favorite so far.
oh
You didn't
yeah,
get to see the
that's cool as
QCD
hell.
in action, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that is, I'm assuming that's just a nuke, and it's just gonna destroy everything. But the grab grenade, it sort of was active for a while. So it was like a mini black hole just keeping things together, and then it stopped and things flew
Yeah,
out.
you just gotta
That's
wombo
really
combo that shit. You gotta throw a
interesting.
grav grenade and then throw a regular grenade into it. So everything's gathered together real close like.
Yeah, I mean that is fun. That's I mean that's MOBA strategy, right? You know,
Right.
Enigma's Ultimate and then Earthshaker or whatever it is the equivalent in League of Legends.
So
Yeah, not sure if you have the right idea.
you'd like what you would do like Oriana into Malphite into Yasuo or something like that, like
Oh, that's nasty.
something like that.
Okay, I mean that was so. I mean, Jared is going through the ringers, man. This is pretty cool, as a matter of fact. We got a little
So
bit of
we're gonna
insight, I
get
would
an
say.
updated we're gonna get an updated Jared then with a rifle, right? We got a rifle. I wonder if he's gonna be more damaged now. Also,
Um,
I would
let
think he'd be
me.
wearing a chest plate that's got like a big claw mark through it.
I'm gonna go scroll up to the
oh,
current photo we have of him.
I
Yeah,
think
so
so.
anybody who wasn't here when we mentioned this earlier, John posted at like just after 11 o'clock this morning, my time that is. But just after the story release, he posted a pre-battle Jared. So I'm fairly certain that in the upcoming days we will see a post-battle Jared, and it's gonna look pretty rough. He's gonna be a little bit beaten up. You know, maybe I won't say that, but yeah, he's gonna be covered in blood, probably. All
It
that.
would be cool to see, just like a QCG hanging off his belt or something like that. Like, just kind of get like a little representation of what that
Yeah, I
cool
would like to
hexagonal
see
shape
what
would
the
look like.
QCG looks like. I'd like to see what the grav grenade looks like. Apparently, it's like a triangular grenade, but I
It's
assume
probably
that
like
it's
a
pyramid
prism,
shaped.
like a prism shaped grenade. Like,
Yeah, something like that would be very, very cool to see. Because every time they introduce something like this, some sort of equipment, it gives us ideas of like, oh well, gameplay, gameplay, like.
maybe.
So yeah, I think
Oh yeah, let me pin it. That's a good idea.
the
Let me
more of
pin
that
that
we can
that
start to see,
photo.
the more we can like you know dig into that and really sink our teeth into it. Yeah, I keep forgetting to pin those when he posts them. Um,
Yeah, I got that one. Thanks for that suggestion.
yeah.
So
So
that was
do
awesome.
we want to move to some trivia here, or do we want
I
to
think
talk
we
a bit
should.
about some of our other stuff?
Well, yeah, let's refresh. We got a couple more folks in here. We can refresh the room and kind of let everyone know. Just Kruniak, if you don't mind, give them a very brief run through of the trivia changes, since we're going to get into that very soon, and then
Right.
we can also talk
So
about our social media platforms. And I'm getting the Google form ready for participation. I'll put that in the chat for everyone very soon, so you guys can fill out your participation and get points.
yeah, so new trivia structure just to streamline things, make things a little easier for us. We're kind of consolidating things, so we'll do all of our questions. And after all of our questions are done, you'll accumulate points based on how many you get correct and your placement in each round. And at the end, you will either be first through fifth place. First place will win 50 points for trivia, and fifth place will get 20. And at the end of the month, the top three positions on the leaderboard for trivia will get 100, 75, and 50 points. 100 points is pretty juicy. So definitely try to be here
Yeah,
when you
it is.
can and try to crush that trivia because that's if you're making consistent first places on trivia, that's like if you're saying that there's 4 weeks in a month, you're pulling like if you first place every single every week, and then you also top the leaderboard, that's 300 points. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially if you're starting at the lower end of the passport, that's gonna put you past a bunch of milestones. So definitely make an effort on that. We're doing our best, guys. Make some opportunities for you to crush that passport. But anyway, aside from that, do we want to move on to like doing a couple of questions, or did you have anything you wanted to talk about, or
Oh, that's not the right link. What's the it was crap. What's the command in Twitch?
attendance?
There we go. I thought it was participation. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. All right, so the form is active for everyone, so you can go ahead and click that, fill that out, grab some points.
Yep.
Make
So
sure you fill it out, because if you don't, then we won't be able to submit points for you.
yeah, so anybody who's not familiar with how this works, if you're new, you click that link, you fill it out, and then we will know that you were here, and you'll get 10 points just for attending this show, which is a pretty decent deal. So yeah, but if you don't fill it out, we won't know for sure that you were here. And as these events grow and as we get more people attending, it's harder for us to just sort of memorize everybody who shows up and type it in manually. So if you could fill out the form, that would make things very much easier for us. And anybody who doesn't understand what I'm saying, maybe I will type this in.
Maybe we can coordinate with Alex to help us on the translating front for our Russian viewers. And
That
that
would be
way,
great. I think one of the things that was getting suggested earlier was if we can get Freeman, what was it called? It was like uh, Streamcast or Stream something. Is that service that you sort of you'd like plug your OBS into StreamYard? Yeah, StreamYard. If we could get a StreamYard subscription running, if we could get a little bit of capital flowing, we could get a StreamYard subscription, and then we could have the stream go to Twitch and to YouTube, and to like I don't know, Twitter Spaces or whatever, whichever other streaming platforms it can just like cast everything to at once. Facebook, yeah, it could
right?
do Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, it could do all of them at once, so it would be able to hit up
Wow.
whatever stuff people need, and it would also centralize the chat for us, so we would only have to look at it in one place, which would be nice. And that way, people who want to use
Very good.
YouTube's people who want to use YouTube's like translated closed captions could do that. Um,
Right.
so
The closed captions sound interesting for us to try. It's something that Nuri has asked for months, and we
right,
never had really an opportunity to use anything like that because there were no programs that I knew of that could do closed captions or where we were streaming, right? We were on Discord, and there was no way we could have anything happening. There was no screening for us to. So I'm wondering if we can do something like that now.
yeah.
Yeah, that would
So
be actually really cool. So StreamYard is something we should look into for sure. Then at that point, and naturally, as we grow, we definitely will upgrade you
oh,
know our platforms
okay. So
to
Freeman is
be
saying
able to
that
do it.
YouTube does auto closed captions after the stream, um, but it won't do closed captions during the stream. It doesn't like auto create them. I know that Twitter auto creates like a transcript. There's some stuff for
Yeah,
like Twitter Spaces that'll auto create a transcript, but I don't know if it'll translate it. Um,
Hmm.
hmm. It might be weird, but we can probably look into seeing if we can figure something out. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
yeah. Translations is not what I was
right. if
going forward. Just the closed captions, I think, helps a lot of people that read better than than they hear.
yeah,
Like Nuri, he had a hard time understanding what we were saying, but if he had time to read, it was easier for him.
right. So we could probably figure out something for closed captions, and if not, um, there's always the YouTube videos. So every time at the end of this, I send the VODs from Twitch off to YouTube, just so that we have a record of all of these. So if somebody misses the discussion and they want to catch up or they want to see what we think about the votes, you'll have the opportunity to watch those after the fact. Twitter does. Okay.
Yeah, be careful with links, Freeman. You're gonna get banned.
Okay, I see it.
So he's saying YouTube Live can do it.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
I think
Well,
we should
yeah.
just trivia, no?
Yeah, in any case, we do have trivia, so let's get started with trivia, everyone. If you would be so kind as to join us in the Planet Quest Discord in the Storyline channel, right underneath General Chat. That's where we're going to be hosting the trivia. And I believe each of us has a few questions that we can ask just to get the whole leaderboard started.
Well, I had some questions that were sort of got answered as we read this. So maybe I would have to change them.
Oh, Alice.
Yeah, they were too close to the story that we were reading, so that's my bad.
Well, if anything, I can go first, right? And then perhaps Kruniak can then go, and that might give you some time to do some slight revisions to your questions. I don't know if
Right.
you'll be
We'll
able to
see.
do it.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we short on time, and you guys get your questions, and we save them for another one. But let's
If
go.
anything, you'll just be cannon fodder for the crowd. You'll just give them leaderboard points to start.
Yeah.
That might just be what it is.
So
Okay.
we'll want to bring up like a spreadsheet or something to record the winners and their points, right?
Spreadsheet. How can I do
I need
that?
to grease this chair again. It's squeaking horribly.
Let me get this up. Okay, so I got that. And as far as a spreadsheet, let me see. Oh, we've got Dincy in here, I think. Oh, hey, Dincy.
All right.
Dincy, it's been too long. How's it going? Good to
Oh
see
man,
you.
that's such a pleasant surprise. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna get just a commendation form up, and I'll probably just um, information. I'll just make this as a placeholder. Okay. So that's that. Here we go with question number one from Hopeful. Oh, copy and paste this correctly. Hey, we got Luffy in here. Welcome,
Hey,
Luffy.
Luffy, what's up?
Okay, so question number one from Hopeful. Who was it that said, once a council dog, always a council dog? And who were they referring to? You may answer.
That's a tough one.
You
So
may answer.
last week, you guys, at least some of you, said you were not including the auxiliary stories, the faction stories. Is this everything? Is this including every single story, or is this just the main story? Are these questions, or is this one question?
This one question is from the main story. I haven't
Main
ever
story. All right.
I haven't ever given anyone a curveball yet.
All right.
And
Do we have three answers yet?
Let me see. Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
damn.
All right.
I wanted like absolute like first names that the whole shebang guys, but I'll just give it to you. We got Kaisen here with oh no, JH. Okay, so Montez Serra, so JH then Kaisen. Okay, and then Luffy, third place.
Yep.
So what were the point values there? So let me take this, copy this down. Do. So we should have 9 spots.
Yeah, so first place should get 3 points, second place should get 2 points, and then third place should get 1 point toward their towards the leaderboard.
2, 1. Okay, so we had in first place it was J. Grab your little thing here. This one. And then we had
Oh geez, Jupe trying to work with a phone for this would be real tough. Unbreakable. The
and then
questions are listed in the storyline chat, but we also speak them on the Twitch channel. Um, so if you are able to listen or just watch the chat and then answer once you see it.
okay. So now ready for our next question here. Let me grab that one. So question number 2 from Hopeful. What plans of action were set in motion to reassure the people in the core system? I'll read it one more time. What plans of action were set in motion to reassure the people in the core system? You may answer.
Man, that is a wonderfully vague question. I'm so proud of you.
What is the context there?
Reassure the people is he right? Is it are you talking about evacuation? Like
Who
could
knows? Hopeful's not talking.
the core system though, not systems, just system.
Oh, that was intentional, so you couldn't really like pinpoint certain things. Like you can type core systems in the wiki search if you want. You would be correct. I'll give you that much.
Okay, okay.
A lot of cool answers. I'll give you that.
Ooh, showing that Montez is a very interesting interpretation of that. Because like that checks out with all of that logic. But
Of them, I'll just forget about them.
claiming the planet, people, and the cradle from the Crimson Wolves.
What happened, Crimson Wolves?
Questlog's answer is very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
So let me. I'm not one to be too mean. I'll offer some context clues. So, um, this is something that happened at a finality point. This is something when things were in their final stages.
When the
That's
chips
that's
were down.
yeah, that's all I can really say.
Cat camera.
Yeah, this is my answer to Hopeful's question. Is this? This is how you
Kitty.
reassure the people.
Look,
This is how you
Kitty.
pacify the people of the galaxy.
Yeah.
belly
You
rubs.
just
Very good.
hypnotize them with this.
Oh, we got tall boy trying to be slick over here. Okay, okay. He's putting his bet on Questlove.
Have we got any correct answers so far?
Maybe, who's hopeful to say.
You fucker. Okay. Um. Hmm.
I'm gonna give it, another what, 30 seconds on this one.
Yes, set in motion is interesting though. Um.
That's also a play on words. Like that's not.
We
You know
seem
that
to have lost Alis here.
did we really?
What just his camera?
Uh
Oh,
oh, here he comes.
it's moving us around a little bit because his camera's off. But hello, I'm over here now. And now I'm back over
Sorry,
here.
my phone crashed with the
Too much
intense.
cuteness. Too much cuteness. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. I was gonna say the intensity that it is to change cameras. It was too intense for my phone.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
It
Okay, so
just
I'm gonna.
Whoa,
collapsed.
hey, Imperial Console, dude, it's been forever. Good to
Oh,
see you,
Imperial
man.
consoles up in here. Oh my goodness.
My Santa Claus himself. Well, I don't know. I guess I played Santa Claus for that event, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
Christmas
is
concert
awesome.
awesome. One
or
of
Christmas
Santa's main helpers.
contest guy.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
What
All
a
right. So
bro.
I think I'm gonna call it at this point. There's only one person who got this,
Ooh,
and
nice.
I had just called it before Tallboy decided to copy Questlog again because you would have got it, Tallboy. But Questlog is actually right. It was to facilitate the cradle's recovery. So a large task force was assigned to recover the cradle and the quantum infused test subjects. So those are the plans of action set in place to reassure the people of the core system. So Questlog was the only one who grabbed that.
You deserve an achievement for the vaguest question we've ever done on
I mean,
yeah.
kinda. Oh man.
Incredible, incredible.
Questlog killed it. He got it. That was good. I like it.
Yeah,
All
I love
right.
it. Let's go.
Questlog got 3 points. Okay,
Hey,
so
nice
Dan
man.
Questlog tied for first place currently. Okay. Oh boy. Hopeful question number three.
All
Let's
right.
grab this bad boy. This one, I think you're gonna be proud of this one too, guys. Oh gosh.
Can't wait. I can't wait to see what
Oh
this is.
jeez. I guess so for reference, everyone, I did this in like the wee hours of like my morning as I was working on this special something for everyone. I was like, oh crap, Kriniak told me to have trivia ready, so I'm going through and I'm like half asleep, delirious in like my robotic mental state, and I'm like reading the story like,
He's like reading the stories like, what is Solus Crane's favorite color? Like,
oh
All
yeah,
right.
it's funny you mentioned something like that. Watch, here comes the next question.
oh god.
Okay. So, what was the seventh and the fourth thing Montez does before answering Kudo's call? I'll say it one more
Bro.
time. What was the seventh and the fourth thing Montez does before answering Kudo's call?
Does,
Give
like,
Why
the
in the
not?
answer.
entire story?
So, why not the fourth and the seventh? Why the
No,
seventh and the
no,
fourth?
it's yeah, just to make it a little extra fucky.
Oh my god.
But also, are we talking about the entirety of the story, or are we talking about in that one specific...
No, in that moment, like when he was gonna answer Kudo's call, there's only one time in the story he was gonna answer Kudo's call that we
Yeah.
know of. So, peeing. Come here, Kate's
Seventh
time.
and the fourth. That's funny. That is
Oh my goodness.
Hopeful's delusional trivia number one. Hopeful's
I have no
morning
idea.
morning
I mean, I'm not
delusion
even looking
trivia.
this up because it's just like, what?
Yeah, I can't remember what he did before he answered. Not the first, the second, the
He was
fifth,
talking
whatever.
to. Was he talking to Sarah in that same episode, and then he talks to Kudo?
I, context clues are your friend, but can't give them this time.
I know
It's
when it happened,
this
but I
time.
don't remember what he did.
Okay, let's get the date on here. 09/2. Okay, copy this.
Aki. The seventh and fourth thing. Oh no. He did not, in fact, do Aki Unbreakable. I'm pretty sure. That's like his brother?
Damn it. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's
You know,
see
it's
if anyone's
crazy
got
because
this.
everyone is coming up with stuff that seems like
Yeah,
fairly
plausible,
plausible, but
but
they're all
different.
different answers. No one is coming up with the same answers.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
why I like this. That's why I wanted to make something that people
If I
wouldn't
go
really like
through this and I come up
copy
with a
everyone.
different answer because like you've miscounted the verbs, I'm gonna be
I
upset.
love it. I
No, I
love it.
haven't. I haven't miscounted. Trust me. Even the
All right, guys.
delirium
Here's the trick.
of
Right, you go into the episode that he's referring to, and then you count the number of times that Montez is a subject, and you
This is
count
not
the
the
verbs.
THL I knew. Loki, I'm so sorry. This is what happens when you overwork Hopeful. I start to go into this like robotic mindset where I'm
Believe
just
me,
like,
guys, he's quite overworked. You'll see. He's very overworked though.
Oh my goodness. They
some
were expecting
yeah.
easy questions from you. And you just said, I haven't thrown a curveball yet. And then you just throw, the the top spinniest ball you could ever do.
So the first one was like a chill, like breaker ball. It's like nice and slow. It's like whatever. The second one was like, oh, this is kind of like a little bit quick. And now this other one's just kind of like.
To lull them into a false sense of security, we will give them an easy one for the first question. Uh,
Okay, so I mean,
Anyone? I mean,
let me see.
you
Let
have
me
to
see if
call
anyone
it.
has half. Yeah, I'm gonna see if anyone has half of an answer
You
right
have to call
because.
it. You have to call it anyway, because we can't be here just waiting for this
No, I
forever.
know.
There's a
I
time.
got another 30 seconds. Like, this is an internal timer. I got you. Um, I can ask Montez personally, please. On it. Request log. Hopeful's mean when I'm over. I'm sorry, mate, man. I'm so sorry. Okay. I think we're nearing. It's about 10 seconds left, everyone. I think this is the first time Hopeful threw an unanswerable question. It's not unanswerable, but you gotta look at it, right? So we'll add 30 more seconds, and I'll give you all this clue. This is literally at the end of the story, like in the epilogues, right? It's Montez's epilogue. It's when he's about to answer Kudo's call. That's all I'm gonna say. You just gotta read that and see what you come up with. And I'm gonna give you all another like 30 seconds.
25, 20,
Oh gosh.
15,
Damn, I feel bad. What
you
have
save it
I
for
done?
next week, man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Several people are
5,
typing.
4, 3, 2, 1. It
And now we
is
got an extra 10 seconds for the Twitch delay.
So I would say, hopeful, you
Oh,
save
it
this
is
till next
over.
week, and now we can very, very easily do, if we have questions that make it from week to week, then we just award double points, like toward winning the
Did we
day.
get? Did we get anything? Anyone?
There, there was there was nothing. No, I don't think.
Nobody got
I
it.
wait. Let me see. Let me
Buddy.
look through this very
All
quickly
right, cheers,
and see
Jupiter.
because
Yeah, check everyone because there were many answers. See if no one got it. Incredible. People are just copying and pasting everything.
I mean, people put out some right answers, but they weren't the correct number, right? Those were things that he did before the call, yes,
But
but
not the right ones.
no one's gotten, yeah, no one put it in the, no one said the right ones.
All right. Um,
Uh, wow,
All
no,
right.
yeah. Wait,
Let.
wait.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna. Someone did say half of. Essentially, they got half of it right.
but
Someone
that's only
did.
half of
Okay.
it. No, no, no. You save it for next week. You save it for next week.
Oh, there, can't put it out. Can't put it out for everyone. He's like, count yourself. I'm sorry, Jay. It's right there. Yeah, can't put it out. I mean, it is what it is. If you guys want to save that, right, and kind of look through that and save it for next time. Um, I can't guarantee because there is some nuance to the trivia, right? So every week, the morning edition instead it's not going to stay the same, right? Morning edition will not always have the trivia round. Next week, morning edition will have stumps, and the evening edition will have trivia. So that swaps from week to week. So if the evening edition of trivia, if you can't make it to that, and that crowd of folks gets this question right, you guys will never see it again. So keep that in mind. It's going to be 2 weeks until you see this question again.
Yeah, yeah. It's very spicy.
All right. So let's
Okay,
move on.
next
Kruniak,
questions.
you're up. Yeah, you're up, dude.
All right. Um. okay, I think I spelled this incorrectly. Um. So a recurring question from last week that the evening crowd was not able to get. So here's the
Oh, you guys are
question.
getting, yeah, they're getting a shot at a
Yeah,
at
you
an
guys are
evening
getting
question.
a big chungus question. All right. So the question is, how is Aurea introduced into the story?
Oh, this one
Yeah, you remember
again.
this one? All right, you may answer.
Oh shit. I'm quite curious to know the answer to this one.
Sexily. Yes, Freeman. Quite so. Very quick. While everyone is thinking about Kruniak's question, we do have 24 responses to our participation. So very good. We're only missing a couple folks.
That's good to see.
Yeah, I'll post
Much
that out again
better
toward the end. Yeah, than
than
last
last
Yeah,
time.
time.
last week we had like 9 people actually sign
No,
their
it was 17.
participation.
It was
Oh,
17.
okay,
It
okay.
was 17.
Much better then. No, it was the evening
But
edition that we
we
had
had
like
like 30.
8.
Yeah, we had like 30 folks in there or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So it's a shame that we missed some of them.
Um all right. Anyone?
Wow, I can already make a little notepad doc for next week and add this question to it. That's so nice and spicy.
And to be clear, I don't mean just that we see her name, but that we have like some form of actual suggested action or interaction. So not just like
If
seeing her name as a listed council member. It's like an actual thing.
the the earliest I can remember from Aurea is the whole Morn thing, where she suggests something and then Haley wants to just punch her in the face.
I feel like
That
Haley
is the
wants to do
earliest
that a lot.
I
Like,
remember.
how can like you gotta imagine though, like, is Haley just that much of a like in your face type of person, or did Aurea say something just so stupid that she couldn't take it?
I'm seeing some things that like suggest to me that maybe some people might understand what I'm talking about, but a little more specificity of the context, please. Not just like the words, but like what's going on, please. This is a short form answer.
Hmm.
Somebody might manage to get this. It's possible.
Is someone close?
I think maybe it depends.
Okay, okay. Someone's.
All right. Well, you guys better enjoy this moment while I don't have my computer, because once I get it, I'm gonna be harder into trivia. I'm
I
gonna
think I
really
think
try
I
to
think
win
I
this.
think everyone has gotten a
You're one
little
of those
lax,
DMs who
you
plays
know.
against their players.
Yeah, like you're one of the ones that people have to watch out for, not only on the answering front, but also from the questions front. Like I think people have forgotten the A-list questions.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna close this one.
Kruniak and Hope will have had to compensate.
I'm gonna close this question. We do have a correct answer, as it happens.
Oh,
Solats
Awesome.
or Tall Boy Latte has got it. Thank you for your concerns, President Adonis. The voice of the council introduces chapter 2 by saying, "Yeah, we'll deal with the mining the quantum, you greedy bitch." Like, and it's implied that she was inquiring after, but when can we get the money? Like,
but when can we get the money?
yeah, and so the council goes on this long run on where he's just like, yes, and we'll deal with that when we get finished with all the other stuff and we're done with everything. Thank you for your concerns. Like, which is
Wow,
really fun to read, incidentally. Um,
that's
I,
awesome.
I'm so proud of my Imperial people. I'm really
Hell yeah.
happy.
Yeah. We got Solats on the board. Here we go. That was for oh no, I didn't want to insert a
Now, do we
line.
do 3 or do we do like 4 points
That's
for the fact that it was like an overdue question?
I that puts him in the lead. And I agree with that
I
because
like that. I
it
like
was an
that.
over yeah, it was a
Yeah, so maybe
leftover
every
question, I
week
want to
it's
say.
just like one additional point instead of like doubling it because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
before we couldn't do stuff like this, right? Because we couldn't change the shape of the
right.
point value.
But
But
now
now we can
we
change,
can do this.
yeah, because we
Um,
have our own point valuations that lead to an initial leaderboard, and then that leads to a monthly leaderboard.
right.
So we got, just to put it in perspective, right now the current leaderboard for the day is Solats in first place. We have Questlog and Jet in second place tied, and then we have Kaisen in third place and Luffy in fourth, with a fifth place still essentially open because we
All
have a
right.
tie.
So, my second question.
Here we go.
What class of planet has Jared been stranded on?
How could we possibly know? Oh wait, class or rarity? Class. Oh.
All right, you may answer. You guys,
Sure,
you
sure.
guys probably shouldn't answer because you probably
I
will
mean,
already know.
Yeah.
of
Um,
course, yeah. Okay, so let's see what people come up with.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Just let them answer.
Let's see, let's see.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that spelling of tropical, mostly because I don't like the letter C. Um,
What?
Oh,
What?
it's in your name, bro. Change your C to a K then.
I know.
You're
Okay, okay.
confusing
So
me.
here's my reasoning. Right, the letter C is
Dude.
pointless.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Oh no, that's
creamy
what. Yeah.
act.
I know, it's ridiculous, but
C. It begins and ends with a C.
no. But understand what I'm saying though. The letter C does the same job as the letter K and the letter S. It's redundant. Like
But
why? Why is it there?
that is just for English.
Yeah, I mean
Just for
it's a super
English.
English thing.
It's your yeah, it's the problem with your language.
Well,
I mean,
because
it's
well because
not the same
because
for
H
us.
H needs a buddy. H needs a buddy. So in words like chasm,
But then you
it's not
just have a single
chasm.
letter that serves the purpose of ch. I think
Like
Greek
what?
did that and
Ouch.
does
What?
that.
How do you? What letters is ouch?
You make a new
How do you?
letter. You
For what?
well, just like a lot of languages have like a th letter, and they have a ch letter, and they have maybe an sh letter. Like
Oh,
So there
did
would just
they?
be a
I,
weird character.
that is
It wouldn't be like a
interesting.
standalone character that was put together. Like you wouldn't have C for something else. Like cat would be K-A-T. That
so
no.
okay, so couch would be like KOU and then like a ch
And then
letter.
this
And,
letter.
and then a specific letter for a
Right.
ch. Like that's how you do that. Anyway, so I'm gonna close this.
Yeah, there's definitely few
I
answers to
don't
that.
worry, don't worry, Nasdaq. I'm not criticizing you. I'm actually just going on a rant about how stupid English is, based on that. But
No, you're fine, Nash.
don't worry, I'm not giving you shit. So
I'm always
interestingly
writing
enough,
Brainiac.
people went
Yeah,
off
no,
in all
it's
kinds
so
of
deep.
directions. But the three correct answers are the first three answers. So Solats, JH, and Mietman all got correct answers here. It is a forest planet, as far as we know. That is the all of the evidence points toward forest planet.
Right.
Common planet. You're probably right there too, Questlog.
Let's change this. Give me 1 sec to get my chart. All good. So that's bro, you're killing it, dude. So that's three, and then we had who's next after Soul?
J,
J.
and then Mietman.
Let's get me down in here. Okay, and this was Kruniak's second question. And then we have 2 points.
Oh, and now I've got a good vague question to join Hopeful.
Oh boy. Enjoy, everyone.
Only Krudiak from now on. That doesn't look half bad.
Only, yeah, no, it looks pretty cool.
All right. Last question. The faction introductions all begin with what? You may answer.
Oh.
Words.
You little shit.
So I just go ahead and put A-list for first place. Gotcha. All right.
If this was a bit earlier, I think I could actually recite the Imperial introduction.
Yeah.
But I've forgotten now.
A lot of people are very close. I'm going to be a stickler about this, though.
I think. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's very specific, but it
I
doesn't
know what you
require
mean.
much. Am I evil to be that like grammarian about it?
It's funny. Oh boy.
So let me read the question so I
In the
understand.
beginning. I wish I could commend that.
Okay, introduction.
Okay, you know what? I think I will take that. That's just a misspelling, but that works. All right, we've got our correct answers. So we've got this one, this one.
Are you sure that's how they all start?
They all begin with a welcome. They do not begin with the word welcome, but they all begin with a welcome of sorts.
Yeah.
They are
They all
phrased differently, but they are all, in essence, welcomes or a
they
welcome.
all begin with Shirkle. This is
So,
what they all begin with. I think we may have
listen
got
here,
that.
you little shit. I would have accepted welcomes or a welcome.
Oh my god. I wanted to give that to just Mate Man and
They
only
all
Mate Man.
begin with a hashtag. I mean, where is the sheer cold answer?
They
Oh,
all
class
they all
block.
start with Shirkle. It's all Shirkle. It's how they all start.
We should do a shit trivia like that. That is just trick questions.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. I'm down,
Alright.
guys. I'm super down. It's just
Let
like
me get
riddles and stupid shit like that.
let me
Yeah.
get Canis. Canis got first, third question. Third
Okay.
question.
You got those?
1 sec. I'll get them in a moment. As long as there's the tag on them, I'll see them and get them.
Yes, we got Canis Vertex, Tallboy Latte, and Gates of Time.
All right. That's 2 points there, and then Gates of Time. Let's get you. Where's your thing? There it is. Gates of Poem. All right, and that was again third question crew, and that's 1 point. All right, do we want to go into A-list's questions or do a quick leaderboard recap?
A-list's questions. That's gonna be interesting.
I can't wait.
Let's go. What do we want? Do we want leaderboard updates? What do we want?
Let's give him some free points.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see if people
Well,
are
you
fast
might
on
just
their fingers.
yeah, you might just change the leaderboards. You don't know who's gonna get it.
We'll see
We'll
who's
see.
the fastest here. Who's got the fastest internet too. So you guys need to write this down because I can't do it at the same time.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, question.
you're writing it, Kruniak?
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yep.
So question number 1 is, what is the creature's scales made of? The creature that Jared is fighting. What are their scales made of? Or at least what do they look like? Because maybe
Okay.
it's just a description of the color.
Oh, wait. Whoops. Let me just...
All right, we got them. You guys can stop.
That was ridiculously awesome.
You got them. Yeah. So Freeman, Doc, and Kenny's Vertex.
Wait,
Okay.
how?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Obsidian?
Very good.
No,
Obsidian. Very good,
that's
very good,
bullshit.
very
They're
good.
bulletproof. How can they be made of obsidian? It's so
Yeah.
brittle.
Very dense. We just don't simply understand the density of this obsidian.
I mean,
Maybe
if it's a
just the
biological
color.
construct, it's probably not actually obsidian. It just looks like
It's
obsidian.
just the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
It And remember, this was also described as either the color or at least the appearance of the shards in Mimir.
True.
So who knows if it's some quantum infused shit? We don't know. All right. So second question, just as easy.
Space routes.
Get ready. So Jared and company were looking for two people. One of them was Salazar. What is the name of the other one? Again, all easy questions. Very, very easy. 3 points for everyone. Oh, you need to this needs to be typed correctly. I will take spelling because there is another character that is,
I think you got your
you know,
answers, man.
yeah, I've got my answers. All right. So unfortunately, Talboy, you spelled
You've
Bryn.
fallen into one of the classic blunders.
Yeah, Mightman also didn't get it. So Questlog got it, Doc Bryn, then JH got it, and then Luffy got it. So those three are the first ones to go. The Doc's
Where's
name,
so
yeah,
who do I put the check marks on?
it,
First,
it
second, and
was
third.
Questlog, then
Okay.
JH, and then Luffy.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Does anyone remember what Questlog changed his answer from when he edited it?
Okay. This is the third
He,
question, right?
oh well, I can see that
He
edited
might have
it,
gotten
but
us.
maybe he maybe he put Doc as the edit.
Could have been.
Oh,
Could have been.
Questlog, come on, honesty. We need honesty here.
You know what? You know what? He'll get away with murder just this once.
I'm dead.
Oh, he did it early.
You
Okay,
didn't
okay.
change it. God damn it. All right.
Wait. So this was question number 2 or 3?
All right. So
This was two.
I'm gonna say something now, and I'll see if my partners here agree. Whenever there's something like this, right, where we have trivia that's time that is very time sensitive, an edited answer is going to be disqualified from now on because we can never
Henceforth,
know
yeah.
when
For
you did it.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
So if you edit, it doesn't matter if it was early. So from now on, if you edit your answer, you need to write it again because then we know who's got first, second, and third. So just for future reference,
We all know what Questlog did.
it's all right. It's all
Uh,
right. I didn't see it. I didn't catch it, and we didn't do this disclaimer before. So
uh,
he gets the points, but just this time.
yeah, no.
I believe you. I believe you.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, I'm certainly not biased towards the Empire, right? So
Oh no, not even a bit.
Oh no, not even a bit.
it's Shiko. It's Shiko that's the biased person towards the Empire, according to Hopeful. I'm not.
I'm telling you, Justin,
So-
I have such high hopes for you. Please, please fix this.
Let's see if I can think of another question. Do the leaderboard while I think of another question to finish
Okay.
my round.
Okay. So, let me go through this very quickly. So, Solats, you've got 9 points. So Solats is very clearly in first place. I'm actually gonna throw some filters on this, and that should make it much easier. Insert. Where are my filters?
Pixel Geek is just guessing Saravars just in case.
Okay, let's see if I can come up with something.
So Solats is first place, and then we have.
All right, I got one easy one. Easy one.
What's
to
happened
finish
to
this
you?
off. it's been a while since I've read any of the story. I'm not translating anymore, so
Oh man.
memory is fuzzy, and I can't read anything. It has to be from memory.
Right.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
I'm ready. Go.
what is a telltale sign that someone is a celestial?
Oh,
What can a
there's a
telltale
good trick
sign?
answer to this. If you manage to get that, I'll give you I'll give you a point. Um, mask. Somebody just typed mask in Twitch chat. Do I? I mean,
Yeah, it has to be here in the storyline chat. It can't be on Twitch. I think I think we've got our answers. And you guys will have to check it for me. Which is the closest to the best answer? Because I can't remember if it's lion mask. If it's I think it's a lion mask. A good like right? I think it's a lion mask. But
I actually have
see if
no
it's
idea.
see if it's correct. It's in Emmett's epilogue. If you guys could
I
please check
gotcha.
it.
I got.
Yeah. So
So
if anybody manages to get the Easter egg answer, I'll be very impressed.
I know the Easter egg answer you're talking about. I think.
Do you?
But I'll wait for them to try and answer. Then I'll tell you what I think it is.
let me see. Okay.
The mouth of a lion is delicately engraved on the mask's surface. Right. So yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. A lion mask is the right answer here. So let's see who said lion mask first. So we got tiger mask, very close. Lion head, close, but not
Questlog got mouth
exactly.
of a lion.
Mouth
Yeah.
of a
I
lion.
feel like that counts.
I'll
That
say
does
that
count.
that counts. Yeah.
It does
So
count. I'm reading it.
Questlog is first place. Then we have JH with lion mask, which is also correct. And then, man, lion head. So many lion heads.
Golden mask.
God damn it. I think we
And
got
then
two
Tallboy
answers
Latte
then.
has lion mask teeth bared.
Wait, where?
Underneath Questlog's quote.
Yeah. That's the next
What
one I would say is correct.
All right.
And then Sparrow.
No, they
Well,
were there. That's
no,
the
we already
third.
got yeah, we already got two. So Questlog is one, then JH is second place, Lion Mask, and
Oh,
then
okay.
we have Cowboy Latte with Lion Mask, Teeth Bad. All right.
Okay.
So what's that put our leaderboard at?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to do some math.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Questlog, having fun now.
Oh,
Dang.
the special answer. Did anyone guess the?
They did not. Would you guys like to take a stab?
Yeah. So I think what you're saying is that you can't win a shouty match against the Celestial. So that would also be a.
No, that is not my
Oh,
Easter egg answer.
so it's a different one.
It is some
All
deep
right.
lore. It is some deep lore. Uh,
Mhm.
if anyone remembers in Jupiter's part 3, I think, of the faction cultural bonanza, I submitted sort of a joke submission, which was like the casting for an the solar annual onion ball tournament or whatever, and one of the teams was the Celestials. And the thing
Oh.
is that the Celestials like get into a violent fight with the referee, um, and that was my Easter egg. If anybody could come up with violence against Onion Ball referees, I would have given you a point. Um,
Yeah, I
but
wouldn't have
again,
thought
that's
that would
seriously
happen.
unlikely and specific. So if anyone was gonna get that, it might have been like Freeman. Might have guessed something like that.
All right,
Um,
it's three questions, right? Because I'm
yeah, you're
done.
all set. So who's our current leader for the day?
I'm doing a SumIfs formula right now to compile that information. Um,
Uh,
and let's see if this is showing correct. It is not. Let me make some absolute references here. Do 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 boo. Okay, cool, cool. That should do it. Yeah, that did it. All right, cool. So in first place we have Solats. So let me delete this column here and then redo it. Delete column. Insert. Bang boom. Oh, it's just gonna be stupid. All right, whatever. That's fine. So Solats in first place.
All
Then
right.
we have yeah, he crushed it. He has 10 points. 10 points for our first ever daily leaderboard, so we're gonna have to add that up. Questlog and Jet actually tied for second place, man. Questlog came
we
in
can
and
do
was just like,
ties. Ties are allowed.
yeah, ties are allowed. So we have a tie for second place, and that will be quantified toward the monthly leaderboard. Next highest number is going to be Canis Vertex with 4 points. And that is third place. Congratulations.
Nice.
And then for fourth place, we have Freeman. Freeman coming in with freaking fourth place.
All right.
And then we have, it seems, a three-way tie for fifth place, which
What?
I'm hoping is, yeah, and then I'm hoping that's fine. We have a three-way tie for fifth place. We've got Doc at 2 points. We've got Kyson and Jet all at 2 points.
All right.
Okay.
Pretty good.
And if you're not on the daily leaderboard, don't worry about it. Your points do still count toward the monthly leaderboard. So that would include Mate Man and Gates of Time. You both each have 1 point. So that'll be added to the monthly leaderboard. So I'll probably just create a document after this, and yeah, some other things I got to work on very clearly. But yeah, so this has been very fun, very cool. Congratulations, everyone. Do you want to go ahead, since this is morning edition, right? I
It
have to put this on
is.
my spreadsheet, so I will do that. And yeah, I'll put all this on my spreadsheet because this is on like an entirely new one.
Yeah, morning edition is your submissions, and
Okay.
so for the monthly leaderboard, I think we will make a like a graphic on the Twitch about panel. Like we'll try and make a panel on the Twitch stream so that you can come to the channel and check the leaderboard to see where you're at. If you know after a couple of weeks you're like, oh, I wonder where I'm at, and it's not during an episode, so you can't ask. We'll have that up somewhere where you can look at it, and we'll just update it after every trivia. But yeah, it might be a few days before we've got that up and running, but that's on the agenda.
Yep. Very, very awesome. Ah, my hair.
Also, well played to our winners. Excellent work.
Yeah,
So
that was a very fun round of trivia.
yeah, it was good.
Um, I think now is as good a time as any, right? Let me head back over to Twitch. We got the attendance form back out. Let me check on that. So we got 25 responses. Very nice, perfect. We did want to mention that
The chickens are me, Freeman. Sorry, I have to have the windows open so that I don't suffocate. But it also means that you guys get to listen to chickens. Sorry, continue, Hopeful.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't even hear the chicken. That's so funny. It's a rooster.
Yep. Yeah, Discord filters it, but Twitch just picks up absolutely everything.
Oh,
man.
I see. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Um, but yeah, we wanted to go ahead and announce something very special that we've been working on. As you know, we have this Twitch platform, we have a YouTube platform, um, and we've kind of been um, gathering behind the scenes as a group of PQ enthusiasts and just general crypto and NFT enthusiasts, and we have an idea of how we can create the biggest and baddest PQ guild, something potentially that could rival NFT to earn and YGG, all while being in house and the fun space that we've come to know and love. Um, so I've this is what I've been working on. I've been working on a Discord space for us, our very own Hyperion Gaming Guild Discord space. And we're quite ready to begin invitations, to begin inviting you all here. So I'm gonna actually create a link and drop that in the Twitch, and everyone is very, very free and very welcome to join that Discord. Um, Let us know what you think. Go through the whole thing, give us your suggestions, and we aim to build it into a space that we all can use to build ourselves up in this PQ environment that we know and love. And with that being said, right, that feeds into our social medias. If you could help us out on Twitter, follow the Twitter, the YouTube, subscribe, Twitch here on this platform. It all helps us get out there and begin creating what you all deserve as a platform space from a guild, and you know everything else that comes along with
Hold on just a
playing a fun
moment.
game
It
with your friends.
seems like Twitch is broken. Um,
Yeah, I was
Which
gonna say.
refresh. Still
what happened with Twitch?
seems to be
What happened?
okay. Yeah, they just need to refresh, I think. Because it's still running for me. It's still running for Questlog. Um, so I don't think it's on our end.
Okay. So
Um,
yeah, if you're having issues with the stream, you got to run a refresh. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, we've launched this Discord space in the hopes that you all receive it very well, um, and will join us on our journey of creating the biggest baddest PQ guild out there. So we can all have fun together, make something for ourselves, and yeah,
It's
verification failure.
something.
It's case sensitive, Pixel Geek.
yeah,
It is something we've wanted from the start, right? To build something for the community where we that have been here for since the start. We sort of join up to play together, to have this group once the game launches that knows each other, that enjoys that each other company. So it is this space, a guild meant to be for us, for the community. Moderators and not moderators that have contributed so much to this environment, coming from for the discussions, other events, writing law, all of that.
Right. Um, so yeah, hope to see a lot of you in there. Um, is the conversation still going on Twitch? Yes, we are here.
Yeah, it is.
If it's frozen for you, refresh the page. Phone number. Oh, do you require two-factor authentication?
no, not, that's just for staff, but you do need to have a phone number for your account. Um,
Right.
Email, it's just stuff that's attached to your Discord. That's just for verification for the whole server, for you. We do have a very, very secure server, so it's not going to be a space where folks should have to worry about malicious links, anything not safe for work, anything not safe for children, things like that. We are very mindful. It is an adult space, right? We all are in fact adults, from what I understand. But at the same time, it's a very secure space that everyone can feel comfortable and confident in. That we've done our P's and Q's to ensure that no bad actors get in there.
Oh, Nash Duck missed everything about the guild. So Hopeful posted a link in the Twitch chat, and we'll also be putting a link, an invite to our Discord in the Twitch description, like a link to it in like our socials thing in Twitch. So you'll be able to click on that and head in over anytime. So if there's anybody else that you want to bring in, you can direct them there. And yeah,
Yeah, and feel free to invite everyone. It's essentially Nashdaq to talk about it, right? We, as you know, we've got our Twitch platform, we've got our Twitter, our YouTube, um, and all of this was kind of a precursor to us unveiling this effort of ours. We've always wanted to create a space within the PQ environment that we can all grow from individually as a group, play together, have fun, maintain events, and still have a valid a valid entry into the game, not have so much competition with the very large guilds that are already pre-existing, like YGG, NFT to Earn, and some of the other ones that are very likely going to come into the game as it launches.
I would think of it
Um,
primarily, at least for now, think of it primarily as a guild in the sense that a lot of the old games that you might be used to would have, right? It's more of a gaming family, and then I mean, but we are working with NFT based games, right? Where we are working with Planet Quest, and Planet Quest is a play and earn game, so we're working together like any one of like the WoW guilds might, but we are working together within Planet Quest to sort of maximize, returns, but also fun, because like nobody wants to play with a bunch of total strangers and just grind out games like it's work, right? It's not fun if it's not with your friends. And so we're doing what we can to kind of gather a space together for all of the people who've been around for a long time, and sort of the big the big names in the community to come together and have a space to just sort of chill and have a good time, and make waves in PQ when it launches. That's kind of the idea at the moment. But is there anything else we wanted to say, or
well, we can go into general stuff like our advertisement for PQ. We do obviously have the evening edition of the multi-faction storyline discussion later on. So if you
nice?
want, maybe double dip on some points, participate in another event, you can do that. We have the Russian quiz and community going on. We have the PQ Save the Planet initiative going on. We have our exclusive interview with Rowan coming up this Friday at 8:30 in the morning my time. But if you look at the events board in PQ, you'll see that. We'll probably also make an event similar in our HGG guild so that both of those events align since we'll be hosting it. And then of course the Pioneer and Constellations event hosted by Jupiter, which has gotten a lot of traction recently. So if you are interested in that, definitely get involved. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a judged event, so all fairness and everything considered. But yeah, besides that, just continue being awesome people. Thank you so much for showing up, helping us out with the social media follows. Get in the Discord, get involved. A lot more is going to be coming. The Discord space is pretty much just bare bones, as you can imagine it. It's everything we need to get started and have a proper space. Um, and the suggestions channel is always open. So as you read through the information channels, let us know what you think, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yep, and just bear in mind, to sort of bear with us. If you head into the Discord, you'll notice, there isn't a heck of a lot there. There isn't a heck of a lot going on. But remember, there wasn't a heck of a lot there and going on in the Planet Quest server when it launched either.
Right.
More will come soon. So if you head in, keep an eye out because we'll be adding more stuff, and we'll be you know moving 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 things along, as we go.
Yep, I posted that Discord link one more time in the Twitch chat for anyone who might have missed it. And that's pretty much all we have for today's show, everyone. We really want to appreciate your participation.
Thank you everyone for coming. We have stumps tonight, so I'll see anyone there if you're still awake
Yeah,
at that time.
right, yeah. But all right, morning crowd, we love you. Thanks so much for joining. Kruniak, if you have any, final words before you sign us off, go ahead,
I
take it
think
away,
I'm
brother.
good. So I will see you all next time. Um, later tonight. And thank you all for being here and for playing such a difficult round of trivia.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye, guys.